Hello, everyone. So, for today's discussion is all about Chapter 2, Exercise Program Design. Now, before we proceed to our discussion, let me just remind you first that you need first to watch the Chapter 1 na in-upload ko na po sa aking channel. And after watching that, pwede na kayo mag-proceed dito sa Exercise Program Design, which is Chapter 2. Now, fitness standards are higher than health standards. This is very true because you cannot consider yourself as a healthy person if you are not physically fit. People can get fit by becoming more active. And speaking of being more active, since kayo po ay kaya nyo pang maging active like mga teenagers pa kayo, don't just waste your time using your cell phones or any gadgets that you have in your home. And please spare time po na mag-exercise din kayo kahit siguro 30 minutes or 1 hour every day. Mapapawis, no? Para po yung katawan nyo is prepared sa lahat ng bagay. Now, let's proceed to the principles of exercise training. We have here 5 principles of exercise training, starting with number 1, principle of overload. When we say principle of overload, states that the body must work harder than what it is used to in order for it to adapt. It implies that exercise is a controlled form of stress that will stimulate the body to become stronger. For example, in order for a muscle, including the heart muscle, to get stronger, it must be overloaded or worked beyond the usual load. Let's say, for example, again, kailangan, for example, isang week ka na nagja-jogging. Okay? Let's say, doon sa 1 week na nagja-jogging ka, ang ginagawa mo lagi is 5 rounds. Okay? From starting Monday to Saturday. Yan, 5 rounds yan. Okay? Continuous or sustain yung 5 rounds every day. So, since 5 rounds ka every day, and you have Monday to Saturday, that's 6. So, 5 times 6, you have 30 rounds sa oval every week, right? So, ang ibig sabihin ng principle of overload, kailangan po natin munang sanayin yung katawan natin. Okay? Kailangan niya natin sanayin siya sa pagod, sa hirap, at sa sakit. Okay? Para po makapag-adjust or makapag-adapt ka agad siya sa ginagawa nating activity. Now, after that, you can now proceed to the principle of progression, which states that the body should experience a gradual increase in workload. Pag sinabi natin gradual increase in workload, hindi po dapat natin binibigla yung katawan natin. Balik tayo sa example ko kanina na kailangan nyo na munang pagurin, no? O kaya sanayin yung katawan natin. So we have 30 rounds every week, right? So why not po the other week naman or the following week, imbis na 5 rounds ang gawin mo, make it 6 every day. 'Di ba? Make it 6 rounds every day. So you have 6 times 6, 36 rounds a week. Okay? Then yung Sunday po kasi hindi ko siya include because that is rest day. You need to rest. Okay? Hindi po pwede na tuloy-tuloy kasi yung katawan natin is baka ma-overfatigue naman or baka ma-overwork siya. Okay? So, kailangan po may gradual increase. So, dahan-dahan lang. And after that 6 rounds, you can make it 7 if you can. Okay? Basta po continuous lang po yung progress ng katawan natin para po malaman natin kung nag-i-improve ba talaga yung katawan natin. Next, principle of specificity states that the body will adapt specifically to the workload it experiences. For example, a person who trains for a marathon should not be expected to be able to lift heavy barbells. For example, again, si Juan ay isang athlete. So, sumasama siya sa triathlon. Pag sabihin ng triathlon, it's composed of 3 sports or 3 exercise, right? Which is the running, cycling, and the swimming. Okay. So, yung mga exercises na nabanggit ko, those are part of the aerobic exercise. No? So those are part of the aerobic exercise, which improves our aerobic capacity. Okay? So yan na po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na you need first to watch po yung chapter 1 because lahat ng binabanggit ko dito is related din naman po doon sa chapter 1. Okay? Now, ang sinasabi dito, si Juan daw, hindi natin pwedeng i-expect sa kanya na kaya magbuhat ng heavy barbells. Why? Because ang dinidevelop sa katawan niya is aerobic capacity, not the muscular endurance and the muscular strength, which is under ng resistance exercise. Malinaw po? Okay, so ang ibig sabihin lang naman dito, to cut the story short, so kung ano lang po ang ginagawa mo or kung ano lang po ang namamaster mo sa katawan mo, yun lang po ang mag-i-improve. Okay? Unless otherwise, napaka-versatile mo or all around ka, na kaya mong gawin lahat. Okay? Talking about principle of individuality. States that no two persons are the same and their work and their rate of adaptation to the same workload differs. So the principle emphasizes the need to create an exercise program that is individual and specific. All individuals have different performance goals. Okay, sabihin natin na si Juan at si Pedro ay magkaklase. Si Juan ay varsity player ng swimming at si Pedro naman varsity player ng basketball. So ang ibig sabihin lang naman ng principle of individuality, may kayang gawin si Juan na hindi kayang gawin ni Pedro at may kayang gawin si Pedro na hindi kayang gawin ni Juan. Because all individuals have their own performance goals, fitness attributes, lifestyle, and nutritional preference. That is principle of individuality. Moving on to the last one, principle of reversibility. States that the adaptations that takes place as a result of training are all reversible. While an exercise program requires rest for the body to recover, too much rest may be counterproductive. Okay po, ang ibig sabihin lang naman nun, kung kinakailangan po ng katawan natin na magpahinga, siguro 1 day, 2 days, pwede na yon. But yung more than that, it's not okay. The principle of reversibility is another way of stating the principle of disuse. Okay, so if your energy systems are not utilized, maybe they deteriorate a level that matches your level of activity. And also it indicates that disuse or an activity results in loss of benefits achieved in overloading. Okay? So lahat po na nakasanayan nyo or lahat ng skills na nakuha nyo throughout that training, kapag nagpahinga kayo ng masyadong matagal, pwede po siyang bumalik sa dati. Okay? Pwede siyang mag-back to zero. So, ang lesson lang naman dito is alagaan nyo kung ano yung meron kayo ngayon na skills. Okay? So, those are the 5 principles of exercise training. Now, we have here guidelines in determining fitness goals. So, in the same manner that the doctor prescribes a medication, the key to a well-designed exercise program is that it should cater to the individual's needs and goals. So in order for us to do that, you need to know the guidelines in determining fitness goals. So what are those guidelines? Okay, let's have number 1, right? Short-term and long-term performance goals. A short-term goal is something that can be achieved in 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, tandaan po, 6 to 8 weeks. While ang long-term performance goals naman is something that can be achieved in 6 months or more. Okay? 6 months or more. Ibig sabihin po dito, you just need to know kung ano po yung mga kailangan yung gawin na pwede nyo ma-achieve sa loob ng 2.5 months, which is the short-term performance goals, and what are those activities that you need to achieve for a long-term performance goals, right? Next one is set realistic goals. It is important that goals are attainable in a given period. Review your current fitness level and decide on modest gains. You can also ask your teacher or friends who exercise for a possible goal. This will keep you from getting frustrated. Okay? Let's say for example, kailangan po kasi makatotohanan yung ating ginagawang goal. Okay? Hindi lang puro tayo salita, dapat ginagawa din natin. Sabi ko nga doon, sa una kong tutorial video or discussion video, as action speaks louder than words. Okay? Write specific goals. Ito, napaka-importante nito guys. Write a goal for each fitness component instead of writing a general one. Because a specific goal helps you focus on what has to be done. Okay? Let's say for example, gusto mong magpapayat. Ang goal na magpapayat, that is a general term. Okay? Paano ka maging specific? You just need to you need to have a step-by-step procedure. Okay? Let's say for example, from Monday to Friday, mag-jogging ka sa oval for 5 rounds. Then pag Saturday, Sunday, nasa ano ka naman? Nasa gym. And then, pagpasok ng Monday, jogging ka ulit. At least, you know na yung pasunod-sunod na ginagawa mo can help you lose your weight. Okay? Write a fitness contract. So, a fitness contract is a concrete commitment. Let's say, for example, gusto mong may gusto kang ma-attain sa life mo. So, itong fitness contract can, help us boost our confidence o kaya can give us motivation. Let's say, for example, gusto mo magkaroon ng iPhone 11 Pro Max. Ayan, sa mga rich kid. Now, pero gusto mo din naman magbawas ng timbang. So, ang gawin mo tuloy, kausapin mo yung parents mo, sabihin mo, Ma, kapag nakuha ko tong goal na to, which is to lose weight within 2 months, may bilhan niyo ako ng iPhone 11 Pro Max. Ayan. Ngayon, yung parents mo, since gusto din naman nila yung mangyari sa'yo, di nag-goal sila, nag-deal. Okay, nag-deal sila. Nag-deal sila. So, ibig sabihin, yun na yung magiging motivation mo. Right? So, gagawin mo mapapayat. Gusto mo, gagawin mo lahat para pumayat ka sa loob ng 2 months because you want to have iPhone 11 Pro Max, right? So, yun yung magiging motivation natin. Okay? So, these are the guidelines that can help us determining our fitness goals. Now, we also have here the smarter objective that can help us in setting our fitness goal. Now, number one, we have the specific. Actually, this is an acronym, no? Specific, measurable, attainable, achievable, realistic, time, exciting, and recorded. When we say specific, ang description niya ay, ito yung mga question na what, why, who, when, and how. You should have a definite target objective. Okay? So, for example, the goal, I will exercise for 30 minutes at least 3 times a week. Okay? Yun, napaka-specific niya. When we say naman measurable, objectives should be measurable to truthfully gauge your goal. I will be able to run for 30 minutes without stopping. Okay? Ayan, na-measure mo yung mga gagawin mo. Attainable. Realistic, ito, dinanggitan natin ito kanina sa guidelines. The time, exciting, and it should be recorded, guys. Why? Evaluate the workout you have done. Its regularity, moderation, time given, and the progress that made with the type of training. Okay? Para po alam mo na may nag-i-improve pala sa katawan mo. And kapag nalaman mo na may nag-i-improve pala sa katawan mo, ibig sabihin po, you will push pa, 'di ba? Kung baga parang gagawin mo pala lagi 'yun kasi nga alam mo may nangyayaring progression or improvement. Okay? For persons who are inactive and unsure, the first thing to do before engaging in exercise is it is always best to start with a plan. Okay? The idea is similar to what you do before the actual building of the house. Okay? Let's say for example, nagpaplano ka na mga gagawin mo every day. Okay? So with that kind of setup or kind of strategy, it will help you think less. Okay? When we say think less, kumbaga parang syempre, nandun na nakasulat na lahat, nakaplano na susundin mo lang siya ng sunod-sunod lang. Okay? An exercise is easy to design if one knows where to begin. This is very true. Kasi kapag gusto mong may goal ka, kailangan mo din talaga alamin kung saan ka magsisimula. Okay? Kasi kung nakikinig ka lang sa iba, ganyan-ganyan, so walang mangyayari sa'yo. It is important that a person gets a baseline information on his current fitness level so he can orient himself on how far he is from his goal. So ito na sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, it should be recorded. So magtimbang ka muna. Let's say for example, you are weighing 80 kilogram. Yeah. So your goal is to lose 2 kilograms sa loob ng 1 month, di ba? So pagka ganun, pwede mo siyang malaman kung nag-improve ka nga talaga. Okay po? So I think I will stop my discussion here because this is just hanggang dito lang naman po yung exam nyo. Okay po? So thank you so much guys for listening. I hope you learned something today and I'll be sharing this to you. Okay? Sinishare ko to sa inyo guys because I understand po doon sa mga students who are having hard time po dealing with their poor internet connection or mga walang signal or walang kuryente during the discussion. Okay? So I hope mapanood nyo to guys and it can help you a lot. Okay? God bless everyone. Goodbye. I'll see you.